This has to be the most insane teacher he had ever seen. He actually dared to yell right in Baki's face, all because there was a pop quiz happening in class, and Baki, who was built like a tank, obviously knew none of the answers, so he just spun his pen around bored and let out a lazy yawn. The fat teacher noticed this and immediately got annoyed. He walked up and started lecturing Baki, saying he heard Baki got perfect scores in gym class and thought that was impressive. But in this world, what really mattered was brains and intelligence. No matter how strong you were, could you outrun a motorcycle? No matter how much power you had, could you lift a car? While the teacher was rambling on, a figure suddenly leaped from the playground straight into the classroom. The teacher was so shocked by that insane jump that he was completely speechless. The person who showed up was the death row convict Dorian, and he had come specifically to challenge Baki. When Baki saw Dorian, his eyes actually welled up with tears of emotion, but the next second he kicked Dorian square in the face, sending desks and stationery flying everywhere. Dorian picked up a compass off the floor, ready to start a deathmatch with Baki, but Baki had no intention of fighting inside the classroom, so he leaped out the window without hesitation, once again making the teacher look foolish. But Dorian did not chase after him right away. Baki was shocked by that. He could not believe these guys had tracked him all the way to school. Then Baki ran into the three punks who had messed with him before, but this time they were not acting tough at all. They bowed deeply to Baki and tried to be friendly. Baki ignored them and kept walking when he ran into a maintenance worker. He casually said hi and was about to leave when suddenly a sickle swung at him from behind. Baki barely dodged it. He turned around and saw that the maintenance worker was actually another convict, Yanagi Ryuko. Yanagi pulled out two sickles from behind his back and started swinging them at high speed. Luckily Baki could read his opponent's movements and predict the trajectory of their attacks, so he easily dodged the sickle strikes. But the very next second, Yanagi threw one of his sickles directly to Baki, and when he swung his remaining sickle again, his speed multiplied several times over. With one casual swing he sliced Baki's sickle in half. Baki quickly retreated, took off his jacket, and wrapped it around the incoming sickle. Both of them were now unarmed. Just as Yanagi got into his fighting stance, someone behind him suddenly called his name, and then a kettle came flying at him. Yanagi instinctively caught it with his hand and let out a pain scream. He expected to be burned, but it turned out to be just cold water inside. This was Shibukawa messing with him on purpose. Yanagi furiously swung at Shibukawa, but Shibukawa easily dodged and even tripped him to the ground. Baki watched in total shock, while Yanagi gritted his teeth in fury. The next second he pulled out his hidden weapon, the Indian palm. Since the other side wanted to play dirty, Shibukawa decided to stop holding back too. He told Baki to double team him. Yanagi took off his jacket, but Shibukawa seized the initiative and struck first. Yanagi's vision blurred, and he only saw two figures charging at him fiercely. He tried to counter, but Shibukawa shut down every move he made. Baki followed up with a rising kick, forcing Yanagi to shift from offense to full defense. Caught between the two of them, Yanagi could not handle both at once, and in a split second Shibukawa locked in from behind. But before Baki could land a finishing blow, Yanagi kicked Baki flying first. Then Shibukawa warned Baki that Yanagi's real killing move was never his hands or feet. He had a nickname linked to deadly poison. Then Yanagi stared right at Baki and slowly asked him if he knew what the deadliest gas in the world was. That question hit Baki right in his weak spot. Yanagi kept closing in, but Baki stood frozen like a statue. No matter how loud Shibukawa shouted, he got no response at all. The next moment Yanagi pressed his palm hard over Baki's mouth and nose. Baki instantly choked and lost consciousness on the spot. The oxygen level in normal air is about 21%. Once that percentage drops, the human body starts to malfunction. When oxygen falls to 15%, a person feels ill and may even pass out. And if it drops below 6%, just one breath of that air will make you instantly lose consciousness. This was a technique Yanagi developed, targeting the flaws in human biology. He could compress the local oxygen level below 6% with his palm, and could even create a vacuum on any surface. He casually struck the wall, and instantly sucked a massive hole straight through it. Right at that moment, a large group of police showed up. Seeing that Yanagi had no choice but to retreat, when Baki finally woke up from his daze, Shibukawa looked at him with a serious expression and told him this time he had lost.